till last week, we had done till 4.33. So this is the link. So what is the link between the previous section and this section is that duty and sacrifices must be done in knowledge, was what in 4.33 Lord Krishna said, that you must, whatever you are doing, whatever duties you are doing, whatever actions you are doing, everything should be in knowledge. You should know what you're doing. Then the question comes, how to acquire the knowledge? That was answered in that is answered in 4.34, the next one. So what is the theme? Theme is we have to approach a bona fide spiritual master to acquire the knowledge. And how we have to inquire, that also is given in 4.32. How we will be achieving the knowledge, what is the result of getting that knowledge, who can get that knowledge, and whoever has got the knowledge, what are his symptoms, how does he look like, how does he behave, what are his characteristics, and what does it lead to, knowledge to work, how is it related, and Lord will conclude it also. So in this section, Lord is going to talk about knowledge, because this chapter is all about knowledge, Jnana Yoga. So he is going to tell how you can get the knowledge, what is the result of getting that knowledge, who can get that knowledge, and when somebody gets that knowledge, what is his nature, how does he behave, and then transcendental knowledge to work and how conclude. So I'll just repeat it one more time so that it gets into our brain. Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's move to the shloka. Okay, 4.34. We might, I will try to do slowly so that we can move into tomorrow also. And we can just try and finish it by tomorrow. I'll just try and see. If we finish it, no problem. Then I will summarize it. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Hare Krishna. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively. Render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So beautiful, so nice. So Lord Krishna, so far, what has he explained to Arjuna? That whatever sacrifices sacrifices you will do, it should be done in knowledge. You should know what you are doing, because knowledge is very, very superior to whatever you are sacrificing. You are sacrificing your money, you are sacrificing your positions, you are giving dana, dharma, you are doing all that. But knowledge has to be there. Knowledge is superior to these material things that you are giving as dana or as sacrifice. So after explaining all that, now what is he telling? He is giving us a shortcut. So what is that shortcut of getting that knowledge? We need to get that knowledge, because in Kali Yuga, we live for a very short number of years. Who knows tomorrow I may give a class or not? We don't know. Age is catching up, so you never know, right? Tomorrow, I don't know if I go to bed tomorrow, I'll get up or not. So I need a shortcut. I need the knowledge. I am thirsty. So where to get? So Lord Krishna in this shloka is giving us a shortcut so that we get the knowledge. Why do we need that knowledge? Because I want to purify this chanchalam hi mana Krishna, mind. So I want to purify this mind. That is why. So what is how Lord Krishna is starting with? Tadvidhi, means that knowledge. That knowledge. What knowledge? So far till 4.33, whatever knowledge Lord has given of different sacrifices that Lord has spoken about. Oh Arjuna, Lord Krishna is saying, try to understand by doing what? 3 ways. You have to get that knowledge by doing 3 ways. What are the 3 things that you have to do to get that knowledge? What 3 things we have to do? Pranipatena, pariprashnena, sevaya. We have to do these 3 things. What is that? Pranipat. Pranipat, we have heard so many times in, in all Sanskrit places, you must have heard. We have to approach, we have to bow down before the spiritual master. Pariprashnena, very submissively we have to approach the spiritual master. And then prashn means question. Pariprashnena, you can keep asking questions. No harm about asking questions. It's good to ask questions. Even when in my class, when students ask questions, I give them extra points. I say, I will give you bonus point if you ask me questions. Because that shows that the student is curious to learn. That shows that the student wants to know. That shows student is attentive. That shows student is alert. So that's why I always encourage my students to talk, ask questions, but not ask to challenge me. No need to challenge a teacher. You ask because you want to know. So here, Lord Krishna is saying you must approach a spiritual master submissively. And by submissive inquiries, pariprashnena, keep asking questions, no problem. But how? By doing Guru Seva, Sevaya. Pranipatena, bow down submissively, respect with reverence. Pariprashnena, you can inquire from the spiritual master, and then Sevaya, you must render service to the Guru. And how you can help him clean the place, bring something for him, buy some fruits, get some fruits, cut the fruits from the Guru, whatever Seva you can do. Then what will happen? What will the Guru do then? Upadekshanti te. Upadekshanti te means the Guru will initiate. Guru will give you. Give you what? What can give you? Guru give you? Guru can give you jnanam, knowledge. Why? Because they can do that. They have knowledge because they are jnanina tattvadarshina. Because they are those self-realized souls. They are those self-realized saints. They are those self-realized seers who have seen the tattva. They have seen the truth. They know what it is, which we do not know. So we must approach. But approaching in a haughty, arrogant manner, no, let me test the Guru, whether this Guru knows something about it or not. No. Never. Because you will never learn in that case if you have that attitude. So on hearing that sacrifice should be performed in knowledge, the questions that crops up naturally in the mind is, how can we get that knowledge? Lord Krishna says, for doing all the sacrifices, you need knowledge. Where to get that knowledge? Spiritual knowledge. We need not normal knowledge, right? So Lord Krishna is giving over here. He says, approach a master, inquire from him submissively, do some service to him. Because see, unless we bathe ourselves in the dust of the lotus feet of the saint, unless until we bow down completely submissive, we will not experience. We will not have that knowledge. One look, I can tell you, one look from the Guru, and then that's it. You can attain whatever you want to. Guru can do that. He has got that kind of power, the spiritual Guru. So even Srimad Bhagavatam also states, that the intellect, our intellect, the soul, what has happened? Completely it is covered by the cloud of ignorance. Not this lifetime. God knows, millions and millions of lifetimes it has been clouded. Now, imagine a thing is covered with dust. Now, you are trying to scrub it. First, you will put some baking soda. Then you will put some vinegar, because with soap it is not going. Then you have to apply some baking soda, some vinegar, you will go on Google to check what all should I use to remove that dust. Because it is not once. It has been lying there for lifetimes and lifetimes, and it cannot overcome. Because by our own effort, trying, then what do? You Google it. Because Google has become Google Mama, Google expert. You can't find it. Then you approach an expert who has already got the experience. The other day only, the T-shirt or something got some spots on it, and my kids could not remove it. They didn't know what to do. Either they have to throw it away or not use it. So they asked me. Now, because I'm married to a textile engineer, and he is into all this, I knew what to do. So I immediately said, okay, keep it over there and I will get it done. So whenever you don't know how to get it, you cannot get it by your own effort, you have to approach somebody, right? That in order, here also similarly, you want to receive the knowledge, you have to go to a God realized saint. So Vedic scriptures also advises, repeatedly it has told that you must approach a Guru. If you are on a spiritual path, try to approach a Guru. The importance of Guru also has been given in Vedic scriptures, because one of the most magnanimous grace of God is when he brings that soul in contact with the Guru. That is actually a blessing or grace of God. We can't get it otherwise. But the process, how Guru transfers this knowledge, it's not same as how I give it in my class, like in my normal general material knowledge that we give. It's not same, because material knowledge, it does not require the student to 100% surrender to me. They should be like this. They are doing whatever they like. Nowadays, children are with their mobile phones. You give them a question, they go AI, they are write down the answer from there. That's it, finish. So that 100% surrender need not be there if we are giving material education, because the transmission of that knowledge, it, they pay fees. We are paying fees to you, teacher. We are paying fees to the school, college, university. So we can get the knowledge. That's it. They have to pay, because teachers are being paid. They have to teach us. That kind of attitude is there. But when it comes to spiritual edification or instruction, it is not imparted to students just by mechanically teaching. No, no, no. You cannot buy the guru. You cannot pay any price and you can say, okay, guru, I have given you 1 lakh donation. Now teach me. No way. You will not get anything. Spiritual guru will reveal only if you have that grace. Guru's grace has to be there. And when can we get that grace? When the disciple or the student develops humility. That humility, and then Guru is, you cannot say, okay, I'm humble, okay, Guru, give me the knowledge. No, the Guru has to recognize that. And then Guru has to be pleased with your seva. Okay, now he is humble, he is doing seva, he is ready to get the education, he is ready to get that jnanam, and he will impart. Prahlad Maharaj, how did he get? He also got that spiritual knowledge from his spiritual guru, Narad Muniji, right? Narad Muniji kind of dissuaded him, right? Initially, you are a small boy, don't do, it's very difficult. Why are you going to the forest? There are wild animals, don't go, blah, 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 blah. He kept on telling. But no, after seeing that Dhruva Maharaj was adamant, he was determined, he had that Eke Kuru Nandana, like, one pointed focus. That's when Narad Muniji said, yes, he is ready. He is ready. So immediately he gave him the diksha, what he should do, what mantra he should chant. That's when Narad Muni gave. Nobody, no guru will give just like that. So many, many examples. We have Valmiki Rishi also, right? Whose name was Ratnakar before, right? So many are there. Even Narad Muni gave Ratnakar also the same mantra, like, Ram only, but like mantra, he gave Updesha. Once, Kabirji used to be there. Kabir, he used to write poems and couplets, and Kabir ke dohe we used to read in our school times. Kabirji used to live, he went to Kashi once to live in Kashi. He had hardly done his schooling, not much. But in Kashi, there used to be rishis and munis. They used to be called Shad Rishis, They had read so many scriptures. That's why they were named as Shad Rishis. And then once they asked Kabirji, what is it that you do? Tell me. You just write a small couplet, dohe, and it hits so deep into the hearts of people. They leave everything. They become completely detached from the world. And then they start turning towards the Lord. What is it? And they turn towards the lotus feet of the Lord. And here we are Shad Rishis. We are talking so much. We are imparting so much and telling so much, and nothing. No transformation is taking in place in them. It doesn't seem to be impacting anybody's heart. What is it? What is it that you are doing? What is the difference, Kabirji? Then Kabir Das ji said, Tum kehte ho kagas ki lekhi. You are saying what you have read. Whatever is in the kagas. Kagas means paper. Whatever is in the paper, that is what you are reading. Main kehta nij aankhan ki dekhi. Means I am saying what I have seen. I am not saying what is written in the paper. I have experienced it. So I have experienced. That is what I am telling. So what I have realized that is Tattva Darshana. Means Guru is Tattva Darshi. So what is needed? So we need to find a Tattva Darshi. Then after finding a Tattva Darshi or a Guru, do what? Surrender. Surrender what? Not the body. Surrender the intellect first. We need to just remove whatever preconditioned things are there in our brain. Remove, make it blank. The blank board is better. because we come up with so many things and then we start, what this guru is saying, I heard it somewhere else, but that guru said this guru, finished, gone, zero. So when you take a guru, that's it. You should stop looking, like, how horses are put like blinds over there so that horse doesn't go here and there. It goes straight like that. So if you want knowledge from an advocate, for example, a lawyer, we don't know anything about law, for example. So, and I have got into a case, right? So what do? I can't fight myself. I don't know anything about the case. So what do? I approach a lawyer or an advocate because he is an expert in law. And then what do? Do I put my brain in that and say, no, lawyer, you do this, then you do that? No, I surrender my intellect over there in law, right? And whatever advocate advises or says, he will say, look, this is what you need to say when you go into the witness box. Okay. When judge is going to ask you this question, you will say this. And when he asks you that, you will keep quiet. You will not open your mouth. So what have you done? We have surrendered our intellect to the advocate, right? Because we know he is an expert. There is no point talking in front of the advocate. So that is how we will be able to win the case. Otherwise, we'll lose the case if we start putting our intellect into that. Same way, the concept of making a guru. Why am I stressing in this shloka is it's very, very important to understand. Many times we keep listening to videos and we keep challenging and we keep questioning and all that. Questioning is good, but how we are questioning is also very, very important. So when we make a guru, it is to surrender the intellect. So whatever guru will say, sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't make sense for us. But he knows, he is Trikaldarshi. Guru knows what he is doing. So if we don't surrender the intellect, then making a guru has no meaning. Right? In Arjuna's case also, we remember initially what happened? He did not surrender. He had doubts like demons, demon-like doubts he had. But when he surrendered to the Lord in chapter 2, 2.7, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava, right? Shishyasteham shadina prapannam. After that, that's when Lord started clearing his doubts one by one. And in 18th chapter, where, Arjuna became very confident. He said, oh, Krishna, nashto mohas smritir. Now I am out of illusion. Nashto mohas smritir labdha. So, tvat prasadat mayachyuta. Stitosmi gata sandeha. Sandeha means doubts. Now I am firm. I am free from doubts. Krishna. Then Karishye vachanam, whatever you are telling. Tava. Karishye vachanam tava. I'm ready. Krishna, I'm ready to whatever you are saying. Sometimes Guru gives some instructions. We may not like it also. And we may, even understand also what Guru is saying. Why Guru is saying like this, like that. Many instructions are like that. But see, I'm doing good thing only. Why Guru is saying like that? I never did anything right. Why Guru is stopping me from this? But, we need to understand one thing very, very clearly that, Guru tells us from a higher level. He is at that level. We are not at that level. So he knows what is best for the disciple. There used to be Ramakrishna Paramhans in West Bengal side. He had many disciples. So once, one disciple went to the market, and while he was coming back from the market, he had to take the boat, and also he was sitting in the boat. He had to cross the river. So one of the locals who was sitting in the boat, he looked at him and he said, look at that mad priest's disciple. He was referring to Ramakrishna Paramahansa. That person, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he has no brains and he's spoiling these young people and youth also. Look at them. Disciple just sat there quietly. He did not say anything. When he came back to his guru, he told him whatever had happened. Guru scolded him, chastised him. Said, hey, how could you have just sat there and be very quiet and silent when somebody is insulting your own guru? What kind of yellow stomach you have? Means what kind of a darpok you are? What kind of a coward you are? Other disciples also got little flared up. Yes, Guruji, yes. How could he have been very quiet? Anyways, next time. So now it was Vivekanand Swami's turn. So when he went to the market and while he was coming back, he also faced the same situation. Somebody was insulting his guru. This time he remembered what Guru had said to the other previous disciple. He took out his shoe and he said, "Hey, stop insulting my Guru. Stop criticizing my Guru. Otherwise, I will smash your head and throw you in this water." And then they quieted down. And this time Vivekananda came very proudly, told the Guru, "Guruji, you know what? This happened, and I did this. Guruji said, "So much anger? You could not have tolerated and listened quietly when they were saying something?" Vivekananda said, "Guruji, the other day you only told the other disciple why he did not speak up, why he was quiet, why he did not react. Now that I reacted, you are asking me why did I do that?" Krishna Paramahansa said, "See, he has got less spirit. So I needed to charge him up. And you are so full of spirit. So I need to pull you down." So see, Guru's instructions, he only knows. We don't know. So we start comparing everything. We cannot. Guru knows. So what should we do? When Guru says something, instructs something, instead of thinking, why, no. Surrender our intellect and accept whatever Guru's instruction is. There may be many reasons, only Guru knows. Yeah? Maybe, he may want to humble us. Maybe time is not right. Maybe too much knowledge can drag us into a pothole. Maybe he knows we are becoming very arrogant. Maybe we have become very proud, egoistic. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know how Guru's grace flows down. That way, what Kabirji said, "गुरु गोविंद दो खड़े काके लागो पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बताए." Touch Guru's feet, as it is because of the Guru you could reach the Lord. He is the one who has given you the path to reach the lotus feet of the Lord. That is why in this verse Lord Krishna is mentioning the need for approaching a Guru with reverence, inquiring with whatever the tattva or the truth, with complete humility, and please the Guru by rendering seva. Okay, so let's see what Lord has to speak about the benefits. We were talking about the benefits, right? The results of transcendental knowledge we get from the Guru. When we get the knowledge, what happens? Let's see. Yajñatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanya sheshena dakshasyatmanyatho mai. Yes, Neha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he has told us how to get the transcendental knowledge. He told us how we should approach the spiritual Guru. So now Lord is telling us the result of getting this transcendental knowledge, the glories, the benefits, and it will go on till the end of the chapter. Lord Krishna is going to talk about the benefits, the glorification of knowledge. He's saying, evam jnatva, evam yat jnatva means till now Lord has said one can attain the transcendental knowledge by doing sacrifices, right? You can do this sacrifice, dravya sacrifice, tapo yajna, dravya yajna, yoga yajna, swadhyaya jnana yajnashta. So many types of sacrifices they are told so far, right? But now, very, very easy one, Lord is saying, is to approach a Guru. If you approach your Guru, you will attain transcendental knowledge. Because Guru has already seen the tattva, the truth. He knows. So Lord Krishna is saying, after getting that transcendental knowledge from a self-realized soul, what will happen? Two things will happen. What are those two things that will happen to us? One, na punarmoha evam yasyasi pandava. Arjuna, Lord is saying that Arjuna, you will not fall into illusion. Na punarmoha. Moha mein nahi padoge. No moha again. No illusion again. Yena bhutanya sheshena drakshasyat atmani. By getting this transcendental. This jnanam, once you get, drakshasya, means you will be able to see. What will you be able to see? See what? Second point. That all living entities are sparks of Supreme Lord. Yena bhutani, all the bhutani, all the living entities, they are Rakshasyat Atmani. They are sparks of the Lord. Mamayamsho Jiva Loke, right? And then Lord says, Atha. So, in other words, what is it? They are mine. Mine. Drakshasat manito mine. They are mine. All the living entities are mine. They are my sparks. They are my tiny part and parcels. Mame vamsho jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatana. They are mine. Lord says, everyone is my part and parcel. And Supreme Lord says, oh, Arjuna, it's me. It's me. They will come to me if they do that. So once they get all this, they will be away from all the mohas, and then they are part and parcel of me, so they will come to me. How? Just as when the sun comes, darkness has no meaning, right? Darkness can never ever engulf when the sun comes. As soon as the sun rises, the darkness has to go away. There is no choice. So if we get that realization, God realization, there will be complete illumination inside. When we are under this Maya, Srila Prabhupada very beautifully says, the meaning of Maya in his purport, he very beautifully says, he says, Ma means not, Ya means this which is not. So what does it mean? Anything that is separate from Krishna is Maya. Ma, not, Ya, this which is not. Whichever is separate from Krishna's existence is Maya. So when we see the world separate from God, that's Maya, right? So then we have these friendships and these enmities with other people, right? Somebody has helped me, my friend. Somebody has not helped me or maybe ignored me, not happy with him. He becomes enemy. So when we get this divine knowledge from Guru, from Sadhu, from Shastras, what do we have? We get enlightenment, we get illumination, we get some kind of peace inside. And then our perspective, our way of looking at people changes. Our way of looking at the world changes. Little bit change will come, transformation will take place. Because these enlightened saints or gurus, they have seen the world. They know that this whole world is everything. Everything is Lord's, this Lord's superior and inferior energies. And they know, they utilize whatever comes their way in the service of God. Everything here, material, they make it spiritual, like Ambrish Maharaj. He used all his senses in the service of the Lord. Janak Maharaj, he was ruling also. He was a king also. He was doing all the worldly duties. But internally, he was a sannyas, renunciant from within. So what are such people's characteristics? We were talking about, right? We need to know if somebody is having a lot of knowledge, what are his character, what is his nature, how does he look like, what are his symptoms? So they see all human beings as part and parcel of God. They have only divine attitude towards everyone. Like Hanumanji. Hanumanji used to say, Hanumanji said that I see forms of Lord Ram and Ma Sita in everyone, right? So I fold my hands and I offer my respects to each and everyone, says Hanumanji, because he sees Ram and Sita in everyone. Heart ko bhado, Ram Sita. So to reach that consciousness, that elevated consciousness, exalted consciousness, we need to open up our hearts to be able to see the blessings of the Lord in our own life. So many blessings we have, so much of grace God has given me. We keep receiving it also throughout the day, but we don't recognize. Even if we recognize, we never acknowledge that. Never ever we say, thank you, God, it is because of you it has happened. When something is done very nicely, I did it. That doership comes from somewhere, it will come. So see, there was this person who was looking for a parking spot. So what happened? He said, oh God, he looked up because he was going to some soccer match, and the whole stadium was full. Car parking was, everything was overfull. Overfull means overfull. So he looked at God. God, please, I need a parking spot. I have to go over there and this and that. Immediately at that very moment, the car in front of him backed out and an empty spot was created. Just imagine. He had just prayed and an empty spot was created. He looked up, Lord, it's all right. Instead of saying thank you, he says, Lord, it's okay. Okay, I found the parking spot. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Same way, we can say, no, all this was a matter of chance. No, but it's just more of a by chance it happened. Coincidence, we say. We need to realize the unity of all the creation with Lord, everything. That is the message Lord Krishna is giving to us in this shloka. Srila Prabhupada says, when somebody is in Krishna consciousness, we have to understand that we are already on the path of liberation. It is confirmed in Bhagavatam. It is written, Muktir Hitwan. Muktir Hitwan Yatha Rupam. Muktir Hitwan Yatha Rupam Swarupena Vyavasthitaha. Swarupena Vyavasthitaha. Yeah. So liberation, Muktir means liberation, means what? You are situated in your constitutional position. What is our position in this material world? Our position is we are Lord's servant, eternal servitor, servitor of Lord Krishna. Servitor of Lord Krishna means what? We are here for him. Like how? If father says, Beta jara ek glass pani to lana, can you bring me a glass of water? Son will run and go and Papa here, there it is for you. Father will say, Beta, I'm feeling a little tired. Can you just, massage my legs? The son will do it. Does not mean that servant, let's not take it servant as, we are paying the servant and servant is doing work for us. Not that meaning. Servitor means out of love. We want to do, we feel like doing it for somebody. We want to serve someone that way. So that way, the eternal servitor of Krishna we become. Jivera Swarupa Hoye, Krishnera Nityadas. That's our constitutional, that's our nature actually. We are not looking into it, that's why we don't know. Right? Even Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. It said, right? Krishna is Purna. He is Purna, he is complete. From him, this whole entire creation has come, which is complete, which is also Purna. And then when Krishna created this material world, he created it from his energy he created. So did it become less? No. What happened to Krishna? He is still Purna. He is complete. For in the spiritual world, it is 1 minus 1 is equal to 1 only. There is no 0. 1 minus 1, 0, 1 plus 1. Everything is plus only. There is no 0 over there. 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. Very, very, what do you call, mysterious spiritual mathematics that we have over there. Okay, so Lord will continue on this theme about the glories of other glories of transcendental knowledge. Let's see. So this is Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. This is from Isopanishad. Who is Krishna? Purnam. Okay, so let's see this boat where Srila Prabhupada is going to take us by chanting the Mahamantra. अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव सृजनं सन्तरिष्यसि. Yes, please. Ekta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Even if you are considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Lord has explained transcendental knowledge. Now he's glorifying it. So he says, api chetas. Api chetas means if, even if. Api chetasi. So even if papebhya sarvebhya papa krittama. Api chetasi papa krittama. Papa krittama means most sinful. Jitne bahut paap kiya, most sinful. To whom? Papebhya sarvebhya means among all the sinners. Whoever has done a lot of sins, most sinful, then what happens to them? All what? All such sinful reactions. Sarvam, all the sinful reactions that he has done, what will happen? Is situated in Jnana Plavenaiva. Means Plavenaiva is a boat. Means boat of knowledge, Jnana. Then what will happen to that? Then Vrijinam Santarishyasi. Tarishyasi, you will be able to cross. Tarishna matlab, you have to cross. You will be able to cross. Vrijinam Santarishyasi. Tarishyasi. So you will be able to cross the ocean of Vrijinam, mysteries. So Lord Krishna is saying, whoever attains this transcendental knowledge, whoever, Jnana Yoga, he can free himself from the sins. Then that's what the basic point is, what Lord Krishna is telling in this shloka is, whoever has committed the sins, but if he gets this knowledge, he will be able to get out of it. But then Krishna has used a very important word, api chedasi. Api chedasi means even if. So Krishna is using very, very important word, even if. Means, let's see, come to think of it, then what happens is, we understand that, see, only a purified person can get transcendental knowledge. That's our understanding, right? Purified person, transcendental knowledge. Then how can he be called a sinful among all the sinners? How is it possible that Lord is saying that sinful among all the sinners will be free once he gets this knowledge? How is it possible? Because the question that we are getting here is that if a person is so sinful, itna paap kiya hai, then how can he get purified? Okay. Second is, if he is not purified, how can he get the knowledge? Third, if he does not have that knowledge, let's say, how can he act in original or proper position, which is, I am Lord's part and parcel, to understand that knowledge? How? So that is why Lord is saying, api chetasi. Just to glorify how important this transcendental knowledge is, Lord is saying, even if, hypothetically also, if we think that situation comes, oh Arjuna, still that sinful person will also get purified. Wow. Because Lord says material existence, this is like a vast ocean where we are being tossed out, up, down, around, everywhere. By what? We have these waves, birth, death, old age, disease. So many waves are tossing us all the time, lifetimes after lifetimes. Even if we are an expert swimmer also, let's say you have learned swimming. Okay, you have got the coaching, you are an expert swimmer now. Still, how long can you swim to reach the shore? The ocean is so deep. From there, you have to go till the shore. How long can you swim? But imagine the point where you're tired, you are drained out, and with full energy, you're looking up and say, come on, please, somebody save me, help. And immediately somebody comes, saves you, right? And then pulls you out and puts you on the boat. Like Srila Prabhupada has put us on the boat. He is our greatest savior right now. How will we feel? So what is that boat? In Srimad Bhagavatam, if you see, let me quote that shloka. It is written over here, Samshrite ye pada pallava plavam mahat padam punya yasho murari bhavam budhir vatsa padam param padam yat vipadam natesham. Beautiful shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says this whole world, at every step there is danger. Padam, every step. Yad vipadam, every step there is danger. It's like gigantic ocean of danger, big danger. But then we have a plavam, as you can see in the picture. There is a boat. we have a plavam. Samshita ye pada pallava plavam. What is that boat? That boat is the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. But just by getting onto that boat, the person is saved. And when the person takes the shelter of the boat, what will happen? Entire ocean becomes Vatsa. It becomes Vatsapadam. Vatsapadam means like a small puddle. Put aside, like small puddle filled with water, little bit only, this much, not ocean, this much puddle. And what is the size of the puddle? It is written over here. It's like a hoof print of a calf. Hoof print of a calf. Calf, cow's baby. That hoof, the leg, niche wala portion, that is called hoof. That much. So this way, by taking the shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, person is delivered. Same way. We go to the shore, we reach the shore, and that shore is spiritual world. Here the same Krishna's lotus feet is transcendental knowledge. That's what Krishna is trying to explain. My lotus feet is only knowledge. To understand that, perfect knowledge we will get. It's but obvious, right? And whoever will be able to attain the lotus feet of the Lord will get this transcendental knowledge for sure. But at the same time, it is also called samsara dava nalalita loka. This entire samsara is like a forest fire, because everywhere there is sadness, everywhere there is misery. Everyone is suffering something or the other. Today I'm happy, tomorrow I'll be sad. No one knows who has set that fire. Dava, samsara dava, nobody knows this. Similarly, nobody knows where this misery is coming from, right? See, we have to understand this material energy. It is putting us into threefold miseries. What are those threefold? We have already learned in, I think, level 1. What is that? Adhyatmika. Adhyatmika, which is like we create our own miseries are by our own body and our mind. Adi bhautik, right? Miseries by what others are telling us. They had said, told me this. We are chewing on that day and night. Why did my colleague say like this? Why that person got this one? They criticized me. My husband scolded me. My child spoke to me like this. We are chewing on that. So adi bhautik, whatever other living entities do to us, even the animal bites or whatever, right? And then the third one is adi devik, which is not under our control. Earthquake can happen tomorrow, storms can come, floods can come, whatever. But in this state of this kind of bondage that we are in, do we have any relaxation, any respite to our soul? Endless lifetimes we are going on and on and on by these conditions. Still we don't understand. Murk, Vimudhatma, Krishna says. Like a football, we are being kicked around the field. It's a big football field and we are kicked. That ball is us, we are being kicked by all these material existence, whatever is around us. Adi, Adhyatma, Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika, everything that, it is kicking us like a football on the field. Sometimes we are going to the heavenly planets. Sometimes we are going down to the hellish planets. We don't know where we are going. Sometimes we are in this earthly planet according to our karmas, right? Good karma, bad karma, or whatever. But if we get this Bhagavad Gita, this divine knowledge, then what is it doing to all of us? It is providing us a boat, Plaveneva, to cross what? This material ocean. What will it do? Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, when you are seated in knowledge, then what will happen? Number 1, it will destroy the sins. All papa is gone. It will destroy the impurity also that is causing us to sin. There is something that desire is there, right, to cause sin. That also will be destroyed. And then if that is destroyed, the root is destroyed. That has made the heart dirty. What will be the result? If the root is also gone, of course, we are freed from all kinds of miseries, right? And then this world, which is dukkhalayam. Alayam means place and dukkha means suffering. So this is ashashvatam. Means this, it actually means this place of temporary world. This world is temporary. So temporary world, we keep getting kicked up and down. Sometimes wave is pushing us here, pushing us there. So this ashashvatam alayam, this temporary world is full of dukkha, full of miseries, So that is why we are saying that this alayam that is temporary is full of dukkha or misery. So-called happiness also is there, which is of course temporary and limited. So there is no point talking about it. We think it is happiness has come, wow, next minute we are sad. So the ignorant people, what do? They are doing their karma and they are getting bound by it. So what do we do? What to do? So we must perform the same karmas that we are doing. Whatever you are doing, you are a student, be a student. You are working in an office, work in office. You are a housewife, do the household. Everything same. But it should be like a yajna to God. Then what will happen? We will be in knowledge. Okay, I am not the doer. We will get liberated. When knowledge, becomes that deep into us, it will cut. It will cut our bondage, this material bondage. Like I told you about Ratnakar Valmiki. What did he do? He surrendered his intellect to the Guru, Naradji. He tied his intellect to Naradji's intellect. And when Guruji said, sit down here and do what I am saying. I am telling you to do this, chant this mantra. He said, yes, Guruji. He never said, all right, Guruji, that's good. That's very nice. But no. If he had said, but, there would have been no surrender. And then there would not have been, he would not have become a Valmiki. Valmiki is, you know what the meaning of Valmiki is? Ant hill. He was doing so much of tapasya that an ant hill was created on top of him. That's how he got the name of Valmiki. And then we would not have got the Valmiki Ramayana also. So see, the enemy of spirituality is but. Everything we question, everywhere we have a doubt. We will come across that that doubt thing. Faith also will get into this chapter only. But when we listen to everything, and at the end, yeah, I understand. Everything what you said is right. We would say, but. So you know, he did not say that, and what happens in the result? You know, he was able to. If Valmiki had not said but, so he was able to destroy his sins. He had committed a lot of sins. So that is a sarvebhya, papebhya, sarvebhya. Valmiki's all Ratnakar's all papas, all sinful things got destroyed, and he became an accomplished Saint Valmiki. So that Saint Valmiki's story can be related to this shloka because papebhya sarvebhya papakritama. He was a papakritama. He was a dacoit. He was killing everyone. He was committing a lot of sins. But with Guru's intellect, when he tied his intellect, destroyed. He got the knowledge. And we remember him in history, right? Okay. So now Lord will continue to glorify this knowledge in the next shloka also. Let's see that. Yathedhamsi samidhogni bhasmasat kurute Arjuna jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. Yes, please, Shravani Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Devika Mataji, Hare Krishna.
As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjun, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. So Krishna is saying yatha, just as samidhogni, agni, as just as this blazing agni or fire, Arjuna, listen, like this blazing fire, Arjuna, he's saying edhamsi bhasmasat, bhasma kurute, means this turns the edhamsi is the firewood into bhasma, which is ashes. It turns firewood into ashes. Similarly, jnana, same way, tatha, jnana, jnana agni means the knowledge, the fire of knowledge. What is it doing? What is it doing? Sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute. All the karmas, all the reactions, whatever reactions are there, it will all burn it and turn it to ashes once we get that knowledge. Even a spark has the potential, right? It can get into a major fire. We have so many forest fires in California. Every time I hear, whenever I travel to California, I hear there was a forest fire there. What happened? It was too dry. How did it catch? A spark. Spark can make it a major fire. You know, in 1966, in London, there was a small flame in a small bakery shop. Very small flame. And it grew so big. The flames became so big. Almost like 13,000 plus homes were burned. Churches were burned, some 80 plus. And many city offices were around. Those buildings were all burnt. A lot of destruction had happened. Small spark. Lord Krishna is saying that small spark has got so much of power. So we have so many heaps and heaps of karmas attached to us. Just imagine. So many reactions also there, because nobody can say, no, we haven't done everything good. We may be having sinful reactions, you know. We may have done good also, good deeds also, righteous deeds, sinful deeds, you know, infinite lifetimes. So who has counted? Because see, there are 4 categories of reactions. A person has, for example, a person has committed a sinful activity in past life. Okay. Then there will be sinful reaction. Paap kiya, do a sin, you get a reaction for it. So those sinful reactions, they are stored somewhere. Let's call it karma bank. It is stored in karma bank. So that amount is not yet withdrawn. It is still in the bank. The karma bank it is there. It is stored there. So man's wealth is there in the bank. He hasn't yet taken it out. It's called unmanifested reaction, or we can call aprarabdha. Aprarabdha karma means which we have not yet used it. We haven't used it. Some of it will manifest, and it is called prarabdha. Out of that account, some will manage, and that is called prarabdha karma. Means it's like I have withdrawn some money from the bank, not all, some. So I have got some cash with me. So some is still in the bank account. So what is happening here now? For example, prarabdha karma, which we have taken it out. It's like when will our birth take place? When is our death? Then who is going to be our spouse? How many children will I have? And all this between life and death, birth and death, all this, how much money will I accumulate in my lifetime? How many breaths I will be taking? These are all fixed, prarabdha, destined. These are all destined. These are all there. But not everything is fixed in life. Only junctions are fixed. Birth, death, in between, spouse, children, money, this. Some are fixed in life. They are called junctions. These junctions are fixed. And at that junction is where a person is supposed to take a call. Options will be there. Option A, option B, option C. You will have options. At every junction, the life crisis will come and you will have options A, B, C. You have to take a decision. Prarabdha karma will decide the situation. Situation will be decided in which person is going to be put. This is the situation a person is going to be put. But obviously, there will be many options, right? Which the person has to choose from. And that is what is going to give rise to the next cycle of karma. I hope you understand. Many times, people ask if everything is fixed in life. No, everything is not fixed in life. If everything was fixed in life, then it will be like a person is a robot. Then where is the question of next cycle of karmas? Very logical, right, to understand? So its situation is created by prarabdha karma. It is predestined. This is the situation you are going to face this, and this. Now, how you are going to, after reaching that stage, how you are going to take a decision. Now, for example, somebody is fighting with me. For example, somebody is arguing with me. Now, this is prarabdha karma that I must have done something to him, so he is reacting in that way. Next, to create next cycle of karma, what I can do, I have got options. Option A, keep quiet. Option B, retaliate. Option C, abuse. Option D, hit him. Accordingly, karma will be created. Next cycle of karma. Silent, no karma, nothing happens. You're quiet, you're gone. You're away thinking that, okay, I have, no, not even in the mind, okay? Mind also, if you're abusing, that also is karma only. So in mind also, you are silent. You're saying, okay, I think he has not understood my point of view, which is fine. And you're not having any kind of feelings inside then. So it's also intention also, okay? This is something, you can keep talking on and on about this. So there is some bank balance still left, right, in the bank. It is still there in the bank account. So what about that? That is called kutam and bijam. I was reading about this, Srila Prabhupada's purport only, it is written. Kutam basically means tendency to commit sin. Tendency is there inside. From where? Previous lifetimes. Previous lifetimes, like in previous lifetime, you could be an alcoholic. So it is already there in him, inherent. Kutam is there already from previous lifetime. So as soon as that person sees another person drinking alcohol, that naturally, that tendency comes. It was dormant, it was sleeping inside. Now it is awakened. I want to taste that. The desire, the tendency to convert, that the tendency is there inside. I want to, that is converting into desire now. It is coming out as wish. And the desire will say, I also want to drink. I want to check actually how it tastes. Is it bitter? Is it sweet? What is it? So the tendency that is already inherently over there is called kutam. And the desire to attain is called bijam. Srila Prabhupada writes kutam and then it is called bijam. And if the desire becomes very much strong, Then person will do that activity again and again and again. So what is he doing? He is committing sin again and again and again and creating a cycle of karma again and again and again, reaction again and again and again. So this way there are 4 different reactions. Aprarabdha karma, which is in the bank account, prarabdha karma, which is already destined, the junctions are there. Then there is a kutam, which is the tendency which is inside our heart, and which the desire which develops is the bijam that comes out, right? So aprarabdha and reaction, it is stored in the bank, which we may face in this lifetime or the next lifetime. We don't know when we are facing, and we think, I have never ever done anything wrong to this person. Why this person is reacting this way? We don't know. This is aprarabdha karma. It is in the bank account over there. 50 lifetimes ago, you must have done something. You are facing it right now. So we don't know. Prarabdha karma, of course, whatever we have withdrawn, whatever is predestined in this particular life, that is happening. Kutam, we already know the tendency to sin, which gets transformed into bijam, that is the desire to commit the sin. So if we try to, finish these karmas by reaping whatever results there are there, it will take many, many more lifetimes, right? If we try to exhaust these karmas by reaping the results, again and again the results are coming, and again, it will go on and on and on. Again, further karmas are accumulating. Again, it is an endless process. So Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, says, I'm giving you that knowledge, that this knowledge, what I'm trying to give you, has that power to burn the heap of all the karmas that you have gathered in lifetimes. I'm telling you that this fire of knowledge will burn all your reactions to ashes. Why? Because the knowledge of the soul and what our connection to God, the yoga, the connection, our relationship with the God, that is what is going to lead us to surrender unto him. If we keep thinking, God is there, I will ask him this, but I am the doer. Till then, nothing is going to happen. That is why Lord Krishna is praising this shloka so much. He's praising this knowledge so much, right? See, if we keep on feeding in our intellect, our brain, with this divine wisdom, otherwise what will happen, It's like, if we are feeding junk food into our body, if we feed our body with this junk food, body will slowly get weakened, right? It will get weakened over and over again, and we'll get many kinds of ailments, many kinds of disease. God knows what all kinds of disease we will get. And in case we want to be fit, we want to be healthy, what do we do? Say, from today, I'm going to have healthy diet. I'm going to be on salads. I'm going to do nutritious, healthy stuff I'm going to eat, which is in mode of goodness. Similarly, same way, we need to feed our intellect also. Lord Krishna is telling us, please feed your intellect, Jival, okay? And he has given us a media also to reach him. How? What is the media? What is that? Via Guru and via scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. This is the way to get rid of all the pap karmas, get the diet of the soul, divine knowledge. We keep on reading, keep on hearing, not unnecessary stuff, okay? Not unnecessary like, what was I in previous janma? Was I a cat? Was I a rat? No. We should not waste our time thinking what we were. Instead, listen to the divine knowledge, and slowly we will notice that some kind of change is coming in our life. We are losing interest in all material things. It will come automatically. It won't come in one day. When we surrender to God, what does he do? He is going to burn the stockpile of all our karmas, endless lifetimes of karmas. And then he is going to release us from this dukkhalayam ashashvatam material bondage. So Lord will continue the same thing. He is giving more and more knowledge, more and more glories about this knowledge. And we will try to cover it tomorrow. I'm going slow only, so that we can cover it tomorrow also. Yeah. So I'll stop over here. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः विशापतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम
Hare Krishna Mataji.